Aloha, Richard Halverson here. This is ICS211, and today I'm going to show you how to do the lab, Zybooks Lab 14.3, the linked list grocery shopping list lab. So let me share my screen. And here we are. So the idea is there's a program that reads in a list, a shopping list, and it stops when it gets a -1, and then it just outputs it. And and we're supposed to use a linked list and called shopping list. And so now there's actually 3 different ways that we can do this. We can just iterate through, after we've created the list, we can iterate through using an index. Of course, that's not very efficient because with a linked list, it ends up, if you ask for index 5, it has to start at index 1 and count up to 5 each time. The second way we can do it is we can use this enhanced for loop that we learned about in section 4.1, or we can use an iterator, which is what we learned just in the last section. So I tell you what, I'm going to start by doing it the iterator way. That's the last time we did it. Let's first of all, let's go ahead and declare this linked list. So I'm going to call it, it is okay, so first of all, let me point out, I'm going to use the linked list collection, and I've already created this class called list item. Okay, and this list item you can create a new list item object with the item blank, or you can create a new list item object with defining what the item is, a string. It's just a string, or we can use this print node data method to print out the item. Okay, so we're going to use this class. So let's go back here. So first of all, let's declare this class, and it's a linked list of list items, and we're going to call it shopping list. And this is going to equal a new instance of a linked list of list items. The constructor method. Okay, and we're going to use this item, string item here. Now we're going to scan to input it. So let's grab the first one, equals scanner dot next line. We're going to do one line at a time. And then while the item that we've scanned, and we have to use we have to either use equals, the equals method, or the compare to method. This is pretty simple. Let's just use the equal method. Let's just directly use that. Equals, while the item is equal to -1, actually, while this is false, while it's false that it's equal to -1, we can do it that way. That's fine. Then we want to, we have an item that's not a -1, it's an actual item to put in the shopping list. And so we can just directly do shopping list add. We're going to do the add method, and we're going to, what are we going to add? We have to add a list item. So we're going to, and so let's just use the constructor that a new list item, and we're going to use the constructor that allows you to assign a value to the item right when you construct it. So it looks like that. So that's what we're going to add. We're going to create a new instance of the list item object. We're going to assign the value of item to it, and we're going to add it to the shopping list, all in one statement there. And then let's do it again. Item equals scanner next line, and close the while loop. Now you may wonder why we can't just say is item not equal to -1, and we could do that if the way that item was was assigned was by an assignment statement assigning it to the constant, to the constant string, you know, to the literal -1. We could use the not equals sign in that case, but in this case we can't, because item was assigned a reference, it read in the next line and then stored it someplace, and then item was assigned a reference to it. So when we try to compare item with a literal, we're comparing references. It's two different, they aren't referencing the same thing. So we cannot use the double equal sign. We have to use either equals or compare it to. I chose to use equals right here. So this reads it in, until it gets a -1, and then it's all done, and shopping list is all populated. And you know, we should actually close the scanner after this scanner, because we're done with it. Okay, now we're just going to print out the shopping list using print node data. All right, I think the first method I'm going to show you is the list iterator. And if we use the list iterator, we actually have to say up here that we're going to import list iterator right here. I'm going to open this up in a new window. Right now we are doing iterating through a list, and we're doing this here where we're going to this does not have the iterator in it. This one does, where we're actually gonna here, this thing, we're gonna create a list iterator. It's not going to be a string, it's going to be a list item class, and we're going to call it this. And then we're going to use every linked list has a list iterator method here that will return, you know, that will allow you to assign this list iterator that we've created as a list iterator that points to a list item class. And then we can use the has next method that comes with the list iterator, and the next method that comes with the list iterator, and iterate through the list that way. So that's how we're going to do this one first. So let me go here. Oops. And the first thing I'm going to do is I have to create a list iterator item. So I'm going to do this list iterator of a list item. Okay, so I'm going to declare a variable that's a list iterator to a list item, and I'm going to call it list Iterator, just so it's different than using list iterator all the time like this confusing thing does. Is this the same as this? The same as this? The same as this? Well, it's not clear. This is actually a method of the linked list, and this is the variable that you created here. So, you know, I'm going to make this variable different so we can know what we're doing here. And then I'm going to assign this new variable list Iterator equal to the shopping list list iterator initializer thingy here, like that. It's a method. Okay, so now I can now I have the power of this list iterator, and I can while loop through it. While list iterator while it has a next while it's got another list item out there, while that's true, then we want to print it. So I'm just gonna grab it out. I'm gonna call it shopping item is it's because can I do that? Oh, it's because I need to declare a list item, because I'm gonna list as a shop. I'm going to call it shopping item because I need a variable because I'm gonna use it to get what the iterator next, and that grabs it out, gets it, and moves the next list iterator pointer to the next one, and we can close. So we got to print it now. Shopping item dot print node data. Okay, and that is this. Okay, so that's what that last thing does, and I can close the while loop. Yes, should close over here. All right, so this prints it, this reads it in, this declares the item. Okay, so I'm going to try to run this and see what it does. It looks like it works. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that way. Now there's another way that we can do this, and this is, you can read this or you can watch this if you're interested in how you would do it using an enhanced for loop. And if we're going to use an enhanced for loop, then we do not. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get rid of this. Let's say we're not going to do it this way. I don't want to do it that way. Okay. Did I get rid of the? Okay. I don't want to do it this way. I don't want to use an iterator. I want to just do an enhanced for loop. So to do an enhanced for loop, I think that's really what you were supposed to do with this. Is you can say for list item, and we can just declare list item right inside the for loop. We're going to call it shopping item like we did before. And it's a for loop, and so it's going to be that. That's when we're going to call each object or each element as we iterate through shopping list. Okay, that's the enhanced for loop. For each shopping item in shopping list, do this. Shopping item dot print node data, and that's all we got to do. My God, can we just do this? I bet we can just do this. Minimalist. How's that? I bet we just one line. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Let's see if this works. That's awesome. All right, so there is a one-line solution for this. You need the while loop to read in the stuff, and you have a one-line declaration of the shopping list. Okay, so that takes care of 14.3. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.